Hello again, Star Wars and Unboxing fans. Welcome to another episode of Darth Tuba's Star Wars Unboxing page. I am your host, Darth Tuba. Be sure to check out all my videos on YouTube. You can check out my Darth Tuba 2 words page, and you can also like my Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing page on Facebook. Check me out on Twitter and Instagram at Darth Tuba, and you can always email me darthtuba77@gmail.com. Alright, so we are back to the Lego buildable figures, which I have decided arbitrarily here that they are the greatest thing to ever come out of Lego since the minifig. Okay, that's just my humble opinion. You can disagree or whatever, but I think that they're awesome because they're action figures and they're building sets all in one. Now I do recognize that they do kind of take away a little bit of the creativity factor because unlike other Lego building kits, there's a lot less you can do with these other than build the figures. You can't, I suppose you can interchange parts and do some different things of that nature, but still, as far as, you know, in the end, all you're going to be creating is other figures. So for that sense, the creativity aspect, it does kind of diminish a little bit. But if you're a fan of certain characters, this is a really unique size figure. It doesn't look clunky and bulky as if you were trying to build a figure, or, you know, if you tried to build a figure out of just basic Legos, it would look like a robot, you know, like an old 1950s robot that maybe had the same color scheme or whatever. But these are meant to look like those characters. And of course, for this, I've opened up a few of these, but now I have my two favorite characters from Rogue One, Chirrut Îmwe, Baze Malbus, the new dynamic duo of this century. We need, and I doubt anybody from Lucasfilm or Disney or Hasbro or anybody is watching this, but we need a spin-off. I don't care how. Put it on Netflix. I said it before, I'll say it again. These two need a spin-off. I can imagine them having countless adventures prior to the adventures of Rogue One, which obviously, spoiler alert, they don't make it. But what are you going to do? But there's plenty of adventures to be had before that, so I hope that happens. So what I'll do is what I've done in the past. I will do a high-speed build, and then we'll kind of talk about the figures afterwards, okay? So stay tuned. Okay, here you have it. We have Baze and Chirrut. Lego buildable figures, okay? Each of them comes with lots of articulation, okay? Head turning, knee and ankle and hip joints, and they each come with weapons that have actual firing mechanisms. As I said, they are really fun to build together. They lack the creativity of other Lego sets in that you're kind of limited to basically building Maze and Chirrut. Although you could, of course, interchange parts if you really wanted to do that. I have to say, of the two, I like them both equal, you know, almost equally. I give Chirrut a little edge only because he has this really cool cloth item, this cape that kind of, or this kind of waist skirt, if you will, almost like a kilt that wraps all the way around him. And the way they did it was really creative. They had these two special Lego pieces in the back that you just kept hooking little holes into. Like there's a little bit of elasticity to this fabric, and it keeps it nice and taut on him. I also like his weapon. If you do this, I don't know if it'll work with him holding it, but I can try to do this here. And if it's kind of hard to do, but he can actually do the whole like crossbow thing, okay, which is really cool. So awesome figures. Lego, if you're watching, anybody from Lego, keep making them, okay? But again, they're great for posing, okay? In fact, I think when I do pose this, I might try to put Chirrut kind of down like this in a way. You know, again, you got to be a little careful with it because you got to remember these are not glued pieces. These are Legos, and of course Legos have a tendency to break apart if you're not careful. So, but as I said, with a little bit of patience, you can pretty much get your figures together that way. So it's really a cool thing. All right. Again, love these characters. I pretty much have purchased them in every formation I could find, any format from 3 3/4 inch to the Black Series. I think is coming out with new ones. The Disney Elite Series came out with some. And I did pre-order the Chariot Sideshow or Hot Toys version, so I'm really excited to keep displaying these and putting them out there for you guys to all enjoy. So thank you so much. If you like what you see, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Darth Tuba 2 Words. Follow me on Twitter at Darth Tuba, as well as Instagram. You can check out and like my Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing page on Facebook, and you can email me darthtuba77@gmail.com if you have any specific items you think I should try to unbox. Okay? I want to take this opportunity to give out a shout out to Sarah and Richard Wolosky of Skywalking Through Neverland. We had a recent meetup with them in Disneyland when we were there on a school trip, and I'm really excited to have been able to meet them, and we actually had some lunch with them, and it was really a wonderful experience. If you're not watching or listening to Skywalking Through Neverland podcast, you should be. They are an outstanding source for all information Disney and Star Wars and Marvel and Pixar and all basically the but with primary influence given to Star Wars and Disney together, which is great. There's not a lot of podcasts that focus on that, so they're really an awesome group of people, and they have a whole bunch of other podcasts on the Retro Zap podcast network that might be of interest to many of you. It's great. I listen to them all the time, and I just wanted to give a shout out to them. I know that they have a lot of followers, and I'd love to give them more. So thank you, Richard and Sarah, for meeting up with us. Hope to do that again sometime in the future. For everyone else, thank you for watching, and may the Force be with you.